we invited John Travolta. I actually talked to the producer of the Saturday Night Fever movies, Robert Stigwood, who I had come to know over the years, and he put me right in touch with Travolta, and so that was all set. But then I got the score from Staying Alive, and I gave it to the Marine Band about a month before the dinner, and I said, practice it, get it down, because there's going to be dancing to this. So the Marine Band took it, they practiced it, they played it beautifully and perfectly. And then I organized with John Travolta that he would go and tap the president on the shoulder when he was dancing, because the first dance would be with President Reagan and dance with Princess Diana, and then the Marine Band would break into Saturday Night Fever. And it all happened. They danced, and it became, when their dance was over, she curtsied to John Travolta, and it became one of the great iconic photographs, and still is one of those great photographs. One of the memories I have of Mrs. Reagan was when there was a memorial at Camp Lejeune that President and Mrs. Reagan traveled to Camp Lejeune for, and it poured rain the entire time, poured rain. And they were both under umbrellas, and it was just, it couldn't have been a worse day if you had tried to plan it. And when Mrs. Reagan got back to the White House, we were talking on the phone, and I said, I'm really sorry the weather was so awful. And she said, you know, even God was crying. And when Mrs. Reagan was interred here at the Reagan Library, the day had started out very pretty, beautiful, as a matter of fact. And by the time the service was over and she was taken out to her final resting place, suddenly the heavens opened. It poured, and I remembered even God is crying. And so I'm sure that was true for her as well.